Hello everyone. I just have a very simple question today, that how much are you true to yourself? Of course everybody knows the answer. Half of myself want to free myself and half of myself want to run away from myself. If you are a successful person, you have a fortune, you have a happy life, you have a bright future, so everything about you is true. But is that true? Just keep the question to your life. Because when you think everything is fine, it may not be fine. But everything you think you get up to track. You feel lost. You feel agitated. You feel depressed. Is that all about depressed? Or there's still a hope for you in your devastation because you're true to yourself? Yes. So some people say depression is not always bad. Because when you feel depressed, you know something in your mind is not happy with what you're doing. That your instinct lead your way. Oh no, you have a life to live. You have bills to pay, you have liability, you have duties to do, and as long as you handle everything, you're in good hand. You may live as free as much as you want, but you have to stick to your plan, future plan, as long as possible, because that's the only way you can keep going. You can live a good life. Although it may not be a good life, but that's the life that the only life that offered to you. Just like you have no choices. You can build 100 of dreams. You can have 1,000 future plans, but you have to make sure that your standing ground is not shaking. Because you have a standstill ground, then you may just drown. Like you cannot, you just keep you not overwhelmed or drown in the flooding, right? Try keep you hydrate in a drought, or keep your mind clear, your vision clear in dark. That's what you have to do. That's the instinct to survive, and that's your motive to fight. So, and again, are you true to yourself? Is that important? Is that a matter now? When people look at you, they just see how successful you are. Are you rich? Are you poor? Are you happy? Are you miserable? But if you see you a poor person, you see, oh, you so poor creature. There's no hope for you. You just live a normal life. You just pay your own debt. You just have your own problems. And nobody wants to share others' problems when they already have their own problems, right? You may share your money, you may share your hopes, you may share your wealth as much as possible, but if you have problems, just keep them to yourself, because nobody wants to see, nobody wants any of your mess. So do you. So many people say, just keep you happy as long as you have a good home, you have a good job, you can pay off your debt, you can sleep a good night, and you have a full energy for the whole day, either for work, study, survive or live, struggle or cherish or thrive. That is true. Just stick to what you have, that is true. And it doesn't matter if you're true to yourself or not. It is what you achieve in your life. That's important. You cannot just stand on a whole mess and think, oh, I'm fine. I'm happy and I'm fine. You have a ton of debts, but you're still fine because you still live. And you can pay your debt later or never pay it, but you still feel fine. So that's your problem. Because people, they don't see your problem. They just see your success. They don't see your tears. They don't see your devastation. They just want to see the best of yourself. They don't want to see the truth of yourself. If you are successful, anything about you is right. Either you're not a good person, you're bad, you're nasty, you bite, you bark. But this doesn't matter. You're successful. And that's a point for successful people. If you fight for it, it's not just some luck falling down on your head. It's you fight for it. So they don't care about how you get it. They just care about how big is your success, right? And if you have nothing in your hand, no matter what you say, no matter what you try to prove, you're still broke. And nobody wants to hear anything from you. Stay away from you. Just like you stay away from their tragedy. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how brave you are, how strong you are, how happy you are, how desperate you are. They just see your smile. They just see your success. They don't see your cries. They don't see your failure. You see nothing and nothing and nothing but your success. So your true self is you don't want to admit you're a loser. You don't want to admit you make so many mistakes. You don't want to admit that you're the one who's left behind. You don't want to admit that you struggle for life. You just want to show the world that you make a big effort. You try so much. You fight so much. And you will not stop fighting. You will not withdraw. You will not quit. You have unblessed fate, just like many others. But that doesn't mean you're a loser. You keep fighting. You may don't live a good life. You may just struggle for life. But you have hopes, you have dreams, and you keep going on. By your own way, by your own means. You have motives, but nobody back you up. You don't have good tools, you don't have good means. Just like you have passion, you have desire, you have strength, you have energy, you have time. But only you and yourself. And that's the true self. Just go forward. Go forward and forward and forward. You don't care if you cannot achieve your goal, or there's a target out there and you're not reached it yet. You keep going and going and going and going. Why you may live a miserable life? You may just live your humble life and still building a big dream. That's the true self. Right? So just stick to whatever you have, but hold on to whatever you want. Right? And you will not just let your guard out. You will let yourself overwhelmed by your hallucination, but you will let your instinct cherish your life, cherish your future, and keep going with it, with your life.